Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Impact Wrestling Report here at OneWrestling.com. If you don't know who I am, well, I am the Mark of the Masters, the man with a plan. Big Ray here to stay to talk some Impact Wrestling today. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, give us a follow here at OneWrestling.com, YouTube /OneWrestling Video. Give me a follow at Big Ray Show, and of course, legendary Bill After at After One Wrestling. Listen, I gotta be honest. I have been absolutely sick. I've been sleeping a lot. A horrible cold going on over here in the New York area. I don't know if you guys are suffering through this, but man, it has been just horrible. I have Carl over here. Carl's been sick, and thank you for coming back here, Carl. I appreciate you being back. And I found out last week that some jabroni came saying that he was the nephew of Bill After, and I thought Bill had texted me. That actually wasn't Bill, it was somebody else, and it was just like this whole crazy thing. Apparently I'm not getting 25% of my pay cut here at OneWrestling.com, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm excited that Carl's back, and I know Carl, he drove back from Las Vegas, and I wasn't there, and there was just a miscommunication. He's doing the whole silent treatment gimmick with me. He's very upset, and I don't blame you. I apologize, but I had a great time. Unfortunately, Carl thought that he would be staying in our hotel room, so when he went there, he basically paid for the airfare, and he had no place to stay, so he slept in the streets, just living off of Fat Tuesdays and free chips from the Mexican joint right down the line. Anyway, listen. Sorry about that, Carl, but listen, it is time to get into Impact Wrestling. Yes, Impact 10/5, 2017. And the show opens up with Eli Drake, dummy. Yeah, listen, I'm going to cough and hack and sniffle and everything, so please forgive me. The show opens up with Eli Drake, and Eli Drake just basically puts over the fact that he says that Cornette has done everything to basically destroy him with an Impact Wrestling. He came out looking kind of spiffy with the cigar and the suit and everything like that. That was pretty cool. Excuse me, but yeah, man. He says, look, not only has Cornette done everything to destroy me, but he's sending me over to Japan. He sent me to Mexico, and I'm going to Japan this week, so on and so forth. Anyway, somehow he basically breaks the news to his cohort, that being Chris Adonis, that, well, basically he's going to be in the match, because he's going to take the night off, apparently. So out of nowhere, we have Garza Jr. who comes down the ramp, and yes, Chris Adonis actually faces Garza Jr., who, I gotta be honest with you guys, Garza Jr., maybe it's just me, but he kind of reminds me a little bit of a young Eddie Guerrero. The more and more I see this guy, it's just he exudes a charisma, good-looking kid, great in-ring performer. I've seen him in a couple of spots, cutting a couple of pre-recorded promos, good stuff. I think the kid's got what it takes. Who knows? Maybe WWE takes a look at him down the line. But right now, I really like what he's doing here at Impact Wrestling. And I think the kid has value. I think the kid can go far. And I call him kid because he's probably 10 years younger than me. So, well, maybe even younger than that, actually. Probably got like 15 years on him. I'm an old bastard. Anyway, and excuse me, guys, again. I'm not going to say it again. Sick as a dog. I gotta actually turn the cell phone off because people always call me. Bill After's always calling me to make sure I'm doing what I have to do. It's part of my job. But so basically, and by the way, Chris Adonis wrestles this entire match in some skinny jeans, rolled up skinny jeans, and some loafers, which is pretty dangerous because if you think about it, it's an ankle snap waiting to happen. But during the match, we have a split screen because Eli Drake said that Johnny Mundo, not Johnny. Johnny Impact is not here. He's not. Well, Johnny Impact was in fact in the arena looking for Eli Drake, dummy. Yeah. And Eli Drake just runs. He gets the hell out of the announce booth. He was doing some play-by-play there. Leaves the commentary. Anyway, Johnny Impact comes out and he attacks Chris Adonis to the ring. That being a DQ, and Garza getting disqualified. I think it should have been thrown out. But as everything is going crazy in this chaos, you have Jim Cornette who comes out, and Jim says, listen, there's going to be a match between Garza and Johnny Impact next week on Impact, and whoever wins that will be going to Bound for Glory to face Eli Drake for the Global Heavyweight Championship. I'm looking forward to seeing if they're going to change it. Is it going to be the Impact Championship when they get there? I don't know. And the reason why I'm moving away from my regular intro is because, number one, it's outdated. Number two, I didn't have time to fix it. Number three, it just changes. I mean, it's GFW one day, it's TNA the other day, it's freaking NWA. I mean, I don't know what else to do, guys. So I'm just going to go with this simple gimmick, and hopefully you guys like it. Yeah, so anyway, and Garza and Johnny Impact start shoving each other, and it is what it is. They play a video package basically going over the stuff between, or the feud between Moose and Lashley, which was pretty cool. We're going to get into that a little later on because I have some things to talk about, because Moose drives down to American Top Team and doesn't end up well for him. We have LAX, who seem to be absolutely dejected after losing the tag team titles, which they should be. And there's some absolute dissension between Santana and Conan. And the young lion, the big young lion, actually gets in the face of the OG. And, yo, seriously, these guys, it felt real to me. And I liked this a lot about this segment. It felt really real. Really real. Remember Sammy Sosa? It's so real. This is the Sega Genesis game. You guys in your 20s have no idea what I'm talking about. Sega Genesis was way before this stuff that we have now. And it was a great system. If you want to know more about it, YouTube it. So there are some issues and some breakdown in the LAX family, and we have OVE versus two dudes. That's it. Yeah, they really don't say who the hell they are. I think they mentioned one of the names. I know one of the guys is from Ohio Valley Wrestling. The big guy with the mohawk, he was actually Ryback's tag team partner. I think they were called High Dosage. Get it? They were really high dosage. They were making fun of high voltage, but get it, high dosage. You know, they're on the Triple H diet. But anyway, yeah, but these guys they just get jobbed out, and after a total elimination by the OVE, Ohio versus everyone, they go over. Then we have Sienna, who makes her way to the ring with KM, and she cut to promo on how she doesn't have a match for BFG, and but she is getting put into the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame, which is bullcrap. It's not gonna happen. This Gail Kim comes out and she just basically buries her and says, "Look, you know, I've had blood, sweat, and tears spilled here, and listen, man, it's good. If it wasn't for Taryn Terrell, you would not have won the match. I would be the champion right now." And Taryn Terrell comes out looking absolutely delicious, and she comes out and she reminds everyone that she holds the record for being the longest knockouts champion, which is actually true. And she says she should be the one facing, well, you know, the champ for the title. And then we have Allie. Allie comes out. Oh, little Easter egg. No, she didn't look like an Easter egg this week. She came out looking hot. And yeah, she comes out and she says she should be the one. Anyway, Karen Jarrett finally comes out and she says, "Listen, number one, Sienna, you're not going to the BFW Hall of Fame. BFG. I'm the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame. I'm all over the place." Oh God, NyQuil is a hell of a drug, by the way. But yeah, it's gonna be a fatal four-way for the Impact Wrestling Champions. So I'm guessing that either if Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie don't get put into this match, then they're probably gonna have their own match. Maybe a Monsters Ball match. That would be cool. So now, Joseph Park is with Grado, and they're in a VIP shooting. $100 for a photo op. Really? Listen, I don't even think Ric Flair would command. Maybe The Rock and John Cena. But my God, $100 for a Grado autograph. I'm pretty sure I can get one for about $2 in a bucket of chicken. But anyway, yeah, he's signing autographs, making a ton of money though. I mean, people were there to see Grado. And then, you know, he gets the payday, and it looked like he had like $60. He made hundreds of, maybe a couple of $1,000s that night. Grado seemed happy, but what I think eventually is going to happen is, and I said this last week here, if you watched my review, I think Joseph Park is becoming that greasy, sleazy, well, he's becoming a lawyer. He is the lawyer. And my thing is that I think maybe next week or the following week, because there's 3 weeks left to BFG, something like that, I think that Grado's going to finally be like, "Look, what the hell is going on? You know, what's going on? I'm working like crazy, and I'm not getting paid enough to live." So that might happen. I'm just saying, putting it out there, guys. I'd love to know what you guys think. Leave your comments here below at onewrestling.com, YouTube/OneWrestlingVideo, or hit me up on Twitter. Tell me if you think that which way would you guys go? Again, I would have went with the whole gay marriage gimmick, but I'm actually pretty happy with what they did here. I like this. And again, it's gonna, yeah, maybe Joseph Park is kind of a heel, but it's gonna be a comedy gimmick, and I'm sure they're gonna make up, and or maybe he becomes the best and destroys Grado, and Grado goes away for a long time. Don't know. Caleb Conley, Trevor Lee, and Andrew Everett versus Sanjay Dutt and Petey Williams, Matt Sydal. That was pretty funny. They had like a little weird voiceover of Josh Matthews addressing how Everett and Lee used to be enemies, but now somehow Lee brainwashed them to follow him, and now they're all part of that weird faction, which was really, really weird. But this was a solid match. Really enjoyed the match. The match basically ends where we have Matt Sydal, who hits the shooting star press for the 1, 2, 3. Again, this was just solid all the way around. Enjoyed this match. Now, at the end of the match is what really was the important thing, where Matt Sydal, Williams, and Dutt are in the ring, and Dutt, says, I want to face you, Trevor Lee, for the X Division title, and hit my music. And Pete was like, what? No, hit his music. I'm the one who should be going for it. And then Sydal, I should be the one. Put the camera on me. So they start arguing and bickering. Listen, cool. I mean, if they get violent, that's fine. But they were bickering like little children, or even like little girls. They were bickering. Oh, would you be me? Anyway, excuse me, guys. Again, dying here slowly. But yeah, man. They end up going backstage, where you have all three of the guys arguing in front of Jim Cornette, and I love the way Jim Cornette stole this segment, because Jim Cornette did not have to say a word. And again, it's a damn shame that Jim Cornette is actually leaving, or has left already, because these are all pre-recorded weeks in advance. But I really would have loved Jim Cornette to stay here. I think he was a great authority figure, because in this segment, it did what it did. These guys are arguing, and he didn't have to do much. What did he do? He just got up, had like a bewildered look on his face, and walked out. Walked out. Perfect. Amazing. And apparently Jim Cornette's banned from going to Canada. That's one of the reasons why they didn't keep him. A whole bunch of stuff going on there, guys. I don't know all the logistics, but I mean, you could have done like some pre-recorded stuff for BFG and just had it worked out there, but neither here nor there. We have Laurel Van Ness looking like Laurel the Hot Mess Van Ness, and she's riding a little scooter, almost running over a couple of people's legs, and yeah, she kisses some gross guy. Where the hell was I? I don't think I'm gross. Why didn't she kiss me? I would have taken it. Would you? Anyway. Again, excuse me. Do I have to keep saying excuse me, Carl? Like, Carl. Again, with the whole silent gimmick. Oh, boy. Anyway. Yeah, so she's lost her mind. Then we play a video of Moose going to American Top Team facility, and he walks into this place that's full of MMA fighters who basically don't want any pro wrestlers around him. He pushes it to Dan Lambert, the owner, and then walks into the octagon as Bobby Lashley is training. What do you think would happen? Well, after getting a King Mo Superman punch to the face, he gets the living crap beat out of him, basically. I mean, they beat the living crap out of him, let's just say that, and they toss him. Did you remember the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they took Jazz and they out the door? Uncle Phil used to Google it, because this was just like that. Pretty funny stuff. And unless he goes back with a group of wrestlers, he's just going to continue getting his ass beat. Apparently he wants to finish some business that he had with Mr. Lashley. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, well, we're already here at the main event. We have Texano and El Hijo de Fantasma versus EC3, or Ethan Carter III, and Mr. Sorry About Your Damn Luck, James Storm. Guys, if you didn't hear the press conference, I got to ask a couple of questions. And I'm going to ask you guys, I'll ask you guys a favor if you can. Guys, I don't know James Storm. Let me see if I can pull him up real quickly. But Cowboy James Storm, he is going to be, Bill Apter is challenging the Cowboy to a karaoke off. I'm not kidding. This is absolutely legit. And so what I want you to guys do, now you guys know you can follow Bill Apter at Apter1 Wrestling. Again, that's Apter1 Wrestling. And right now I'm just going to be, this is terrible, but I should know this guy's freaking There it is. Okay, so at James Storm Brand, I want you to tweet him and tell him that, listen, you said you're the king of karaoke. Well, we believe Bill Apter's the king of karaoke. We want a karaoke off, and we want it here at OneWrestling.com. We're going to make that happen. Bill Apter has actually officially, check his tweets. He's called out James Storm. I've been karaokeing with Bill. It's for real, and it's fun, and he's crazy. It doesn't mean Barry Manilow. I'm just saying. And the Moon River. You ever heard me sing? Not today. Great match. Really solid match between these two tag teams. And I was actually, while Texano and El Hijo de Fantasma in the ring, things started, breaking apart. And Pagano, excuse me, the pagan clown comes down, and he basically screws everything up. He just basically, Pagano gets involved. He distracts. Pagano gets involved, distracting the referee. We're going to fast forward because we have this amazing Tower of Doom spot, and it was like all four guys. Everybody's absolutely laid out. We have Pagano, who actually pulls EC3 outside the ring and into the ring post while the referee didn't see this, and everything basically spills outside. Now, while all this is happening, we have Fantasma, who misses an arrow from the what is it? The arrow from the depths of hell. That's right, and hits Texano instead. Again, a lot of stuff going on, but anyway, the match basically ends where you have Cowboy James Storm, and he is trying to superplex Fantasma, but he gets his leg grabbed by Pagano, and of course, dirty pin for the 1, 2, 3. So, unfortunately, sorry about your damn luck. Yeah, James Storm was so cool. Getting a chance to interview the guy, so easygoing. I loved talking to him, and I think you guys should really check it out, man. Check out the interview we did. It was all the media, pro wrestling media, and we had a lot of fun with him. So check that out. But again, all in all, this was a pretty decent show. If I gave it out of 5 stars, it was about 3 stars, 3, 2.5, 3 stars. Nah, 3 stars. Solid show. Again, we're building towards Bound for Glory. I'm looking forward to covering that very soon here at OneWrestling.com. And listen, guys, the show's not over because we have LAX, and Conan says that it's going to be a rematch. They're going to get a rematch, and they're in the clubhouse for the tag team titles. And it's going to be a 51-50 street fight. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure there's going to be alcohol involved, maybe a couple of beer bottles, some hose, and wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, I would do this. I would do this for a living, but if I couldn't, I'd do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling. And I love talking to you guys, even though this is called sweating out your cold. I am literally just, I'm a big dude. I'm like 6'2". I'm 200 plus pounds. I'm a big guy. And whenever big guys get sick, they turn into babies, big babies. And that's what I'm turning into. I'm sweating profusely. My throat feels like I've swallowed 6 pine cones, and I feel like I'm breathing underwater. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me here at OneWrestling.com, YouTube /OneWrestling video. And in the words of the legendary Bill Apter, we'll see you at the matches. And in the words of my brother Bill Schuyler, who is right over my shoulder, always looking over me. And my dad's right here also. Hey, we'll see you down the road. Love you guys. Thank you for checking me out. I'm going to go blow my nose and hack a lung out. And Carl, I'm sorry. No, not about your damn luck. This is going to be a long freaking week. Bye, guys.